There are so many anime tropes that we have gotten throughout the ages. Some great, some okay, some really funny, but there is one anime trope that really stumps them all. But before I get into that, make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified for my future videos. Please, if you do, I promise I will. Whoa, what were you guys thinking? That is sus. I would never, unless...
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the
The one trope that really trumps them all, and the most annoying trope, is the dense anime MC of the series. The dense character that does not get any sort of hint from the girl. Either that could be the female lead or one of the side characters of the show. But no matter what she does, the main character genuinely does not know what the fuck is going on. For some odd reason, he just doesn't get that the girl likes him. And it could either be that he's just really stupid, or in some cases, the character just doesn't believe someone that out of his league can possibly like him. Either way, both of these types suck ass. And honestly guys, I don't even know why this trope even exists. Like, for some reason, the anime industry just loves this trope. It seems like they genuinely love to piss off the viewers in every goddamn episode of the season, acting like something is gonna progress with the main character and his love interest, ultimately just nothing happening throughout the season. And in some cases, there is multiple interests, like if it's a harem anime. Yes, harem anime where the main character does not know that multiple women want his meat. And it's just because he's so goddamn dense. And that is the most annoying part about watching a main character who is dense. Being dense is one of his characteristics, which honestly is probably one of the worst MCs you'll ever come across in anime. Because honestly, for me, I would love to have at least one woman talk to me, like just one. So these guys just having multiple women wanting them and them doing nothing about it? It's bullshit. Honestly, I can relate more to the character if the character as a guy is just nervous to talk to the main female lead. Because I could totally relate to that, because girls do be scary sometimes. Like if you just be on your phone checking on the weather app daily or checking your calculator app, I totally get it. Relatable. Like if you're coming out of a club where predominantly there is women, beautiful women around you, and your stat line is looking like this when you come out of the club at the end of the night? 0 women talked to, 1,000 damn she bad, 100 calculator checks, 50 weather app checks, and 1 cry about the one who got away. I would honestly actually like that kind of MC. We've all act like this at some point of our lives. Like, I'm getting heated talking about this trope. Instead of me just continuously yapping, which I can do, let me show you guys actual examples of dense anime MCs in anime shows. So the first example I want to talk about is Icha from Infinite Stratos. But very briefly, since I made a whole ass video back in the day, honestly one of my first videos I've ever posted on this channel, so click on the link in the description to check out that video. I promise you, it is fire. And guys, I recommend it because I went crazy on Ichiga. Like, I dead ass cooked. Alright, so now that you guys have watched that video, yeah, Ichiga is really annoying MC. And I think the most annoying part is that this series is not just one season, it is 2 full seasons. Yes, they made 2 whole seasons of this anime. And you would think, I'll give you end of season 1 or even beginning of season 2, that Ichigo would progress as a character, that he would start seeing some hints here and there, getting some character development. But no, honestly, Ichigo actually gets worse season 2 from what I remembered. Honestly, I think the author is just trolling at this point, because there is no way that he just kept Ichigo being this dense for that long in the series. And I heard from fans of Infinite Stratos that the light novel continued this for a while until he finally actually made a move on one of the female characters, which I'm not gonna spoil it here. Guys, honestly, that's actually good news, because I'm not even gonna be mad that I don't even know who that female character is. I'm honestly just happy that he actually made a move on someone. Because to me, Ichiga is one of the most dense MCs out there in all of anime. So hearing that is honestly, I might just black out this weekend because of that. That deserves a celebratory table. But yeah, Ichiga is one of my most hated MCs, and it's funny, till this day, I still remembered how much I hate him just from watching that first viewing when I was younger. Yeah, that feeling will never go away. So the next character we're going to be talking about is Gojo. No, not this hunk of a man Gojo, because we all know that he ain't dense at all. He knows he's fine. But I'm talking about this Gojo, who in the entire series had this baddie of a female wanting his schlong. And guys, it wasn't until recently in the manga, this year, probably only been a couple months, that Gojo finally confessed to Marin. And let me let you guys know that this series came out in 2018. It's 2024. 6 whole years. You're telling me it took this man 6 goddamn years to confess? And that the whole time that Marin was just waiting for this man to do so? Man, fuck out of here with that BS. Just imagine you started that manga in 2018 when it first came out, and you were one of its fans, and you were continuously reading each new chapter, hoping something will progress. And 6 whole years you have just waited for the main MC to confess to the main female lead. 6 years! That's a whole college career and half of high school. I ain't gonna lie, I really did enjoy season 1 of My Dress Up Darling. I wasn't a manga reader by any means. I just watched the show because people were talking about it, and it had stellar animation for some odd reason. I think it was made by Cloverworks, which really goated, underrated studio, by the way. And honestly, I really liked it because the fact that she always was blushing whenever she saw him was just so cute and wholesome. And then actually realizing her own true feelings early on in the series, that she actually liked Gojo, and then actually trying to give hints to him here and there throughout the rest of the series. And Gojo not really getting any of those hints was actually really funny. I genuinely thought that it was really wholesome, and I actually really did enjoy the dynamic between the two leads. But then my dumbass had to do research because I'm Asian, of course, and I found out in the manga that this man Gojo didn't confess yet. And I was way past watching season 1, and I thought that the confession was gonna happen relatively soon enough to, if they made a season 2, that it would happen in like the mid-season of that. But no, still going. And then not until 2024 is when he confessed. That's so funny. And I'm gonna be honest, because of that, the rewatchability of My Dress Up Darling is not enjoyable, to say the least. At least for me, just knowing the fact that this is so early on in the story, season 1, that it might take like 4 to 5 more seasons to see the actual confession. I'll probably just watch some hand. And the last character I'm going to be talking about here today is actually really saddens me, because this show was very nostalgic to me. Actually, one of the first animes I've ever watched, which is actually crazy to think about now. But his name is Raku Ichijo from Nisekoi. Quite a bummer. And at the time, I really didn't think that he was a dense MC. Maybe because I was younger and it was like kind of like my first introduction to anime. So it was kind of fun to see on the first outing. But now, after watching hundreds of other animes, seeing a lot of other anime dense MCs out there, rewatching Nisekoi, yeah, Raku is one dense motherfucker. And guess what? This man had 4 bitches on him the entire series, and nothing happened. Like, oh my gosh, all 4 of these hoes wanted his meat. One of them, he knew she wanted his meat. Like, he knew that she liked him, and her name was Tachibana in the series. But I ain't gonna count that because he knows. She openly said it. But other than that, he didn't even know that his crush, Onodera, liked him back. Throughout the whole series, they played this bullshit little, oh, I like you, I don't know if you like me though, there's no way you can like me, both ways, which was honestly really freaking annoying, because not only we had to deal with the MC being super dense, the main female lead was also dense as well for Raku. Like, she didn't know Raku was in love with her and vice versa. Oh my gosh, like, maybe the dynamic was good the first half of the season, maybe you could have stretched it out to season 1, but damn, all the way to season 2, like, come on. And obviously he didn't know that this killer right here, the assassin, the bodyguard to Chitoge, also was in love with him, who, by the way guys, is the best girl. I would have gone for her. You see those stalkers? Anyways, yeah, wanting to transition to Chitoge, the main female lead. Yeah, this motherfucker, oh my gosh, like, the beginning dynamic, it was cool. You know, they hated each other, it was like a little rivalry, but they had to be married, right, for the sake of the gang war, which is actually quite cool. It's like a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing, right? Except they didn't really like each other in the beginning, so it was cool seeing that dynamic. And then obviously as the series goes on, because she's the main female lead, she starts to get feelings for him, vice versa. The only thing is that Raku didn't admit that he had feelings for her because it was overshadowed by his feelings with Onodera. But as the series progresses, you start to see him kind of slowly realizing it. But low-key, it was just so goddamn slow for him to realize it. And I thought, rewatching this, it should have ended on season 2. The conclusion should have happened on season 2. Look, don't worry. I mean, if you're a Nisekoi fan out there, you already know there already is an ending. Raku did choose someone, okay? So he's not that fucking dense to where he didn't choose anyone at the end of the series. At least he got a winner. At least we got a winner. And yeah, that's actually shocking to me because a lot of animes out there, they don't even have a concluding ending, which is so stupid. But if we're talking about the anime only, yeah, that shit was so hard to watch. And they say nostalgic is always a good thing, but sometimes when you rewatch it, it's not. I still love Nisekoi, guys. Nisekoi is such a good show. God damn it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like... Wait, you like me? I've always liked you since we were little kids. But we're childhood friends. There's no way you can like me. I've been wanting to tell you for so many years and I've just been bottling it up. No, there's no way. You know what? Screw it. I love you. Man, get away from me or I'm gonna call the cops.